Hi everyone, welcome to episode 4 of Coach Wisdom. So I'm again back in nature, and hopefully I will share this episode with you. I know my hair's terrible, but it's what it is. Okay, let's roll. So last week I recorded some sequences, and I was not able to post that. So hopefully I will add those videos into it. But I was talking about fear of exercising and wanted to share something personal with you. And today I decided, how the question that I extended today on Instagram, no matter social media outlets, is, what means fit transformation for you? So this is kind of where and the main question is, are you ready? So are you ready to make that change? I was ready. Yes, I was. 4 years ago, I was ready because I had a huge health scare. And if you've been watching me so far, or you are friends with me, you know that I had cancer, and I made a decision that I need to change my life, and I need to take some health decisions to make that change completely. And not only, remove my breast, because I did had a huge tumor um, on my right side, but also what else other things I need to do. So what fit transformation means to me, it means actually having a second chance to live and to life. And that's how I see, that's what fit transformation is for me. It's not losing some pounds, it's not getting a flat belly, it's not getting a toned arms, it's just a second chance to life. That's what fit transformation meant to me, and it was very deep. And as you recall, I've keep repeating it in this new project, Coach Wisdom, which is dear to my heart. It's my experience, my trials and errors. Keep repeating the three things that I want to touch point on: is being emotionally fit, mentally fit, and physically fit or body fit. So all those three aspects were really important for me to accomplish my fit transformation. And it's a journey, it still continues, but I'm on a different stage, and I hope you'll get here as well. And you can, it's all in you, within you. You need to make that choice. And the real question that I have for you: are you ready? What will make you to commit? What will make you to take that leap of faith and change your life by transforming it? It starts from inside, and for me, the inside was the health scare. Removing that tumor gave me a huge call, an action call to that second chance. Okay, what I'm doing now, how I should make my life different. And I realized I had a lot of addictions. Not only I grew up in a very dysfunctional family, I had a lot of trauma. Not only going through the cancer trauma, I had a lot of childhood trauma. My mom died when I was very young, and I took care of my siblings. I had also around me family members, people addicted to alcohol, and all those things created and piled a lot of trauma. I had a lot of emotions that I repressed, and after having my cancer, I finally started to resurface all those things that I buried through my childhood, and everything kind of piled on, and they just start coming to the surface. And I had a lot of breakdowns. I had a lot of cries. Huge realizations of what's happening, why I'm triggered by some things, why my marriage did not end up end up with divorce, what happened. And I realized that all those repressed feelings, all that trauma, childhood trauma of not having a parent and not growing up and not nurturing a loving environment, not receiving love unconditionally, and just asking for love all the time by doing something, and all those things, love is not granted, you need to work for love. That's how I grew up. It created this huge block, and all that emotionally fit part was still piling, was never reconciled or transformed. So after having the fifth scare, the cancer scare, I realized that I need to deal with my own emotions, and I dealt with them in a very raw way, because I realized that they're defining me, and I'm not that person anymore, but they were inside me, all those experiences. And as I grieve the loss of my breast, my natural breasts, and the change of, the physical appearance of my body, how it changed through that transformation, my emotions starts coming out, and I just dealt with them. I cried, I walked, I talked to people, I started writing a lot, and it was very hard to look in the mirror and see all those things that I just hid them away, and they start coming out. And I realized, okay, I'm not that person anymore, I'm not that child, I'm okay, and I just dealt with all those things. I'm still dealing with them, and I'm in that healing process, but it's much better how it was. So I still think that now I'm more, I am on the right path of being emotionally fit. I don't feel so much trauma. I'm not identifying myself with the trauma. I'm not the victim and the victim mentality. I'm not anymore. I'm confident and kind of moving forward, and just enjoying every day as a blessing, enjoying that second chance to life. I'm detaching from any people out there who's been sucking my literally sucking my goodness, because I was taught that giving is how you get love, but I realized that I was just giving and just refusing to receive love, and I was very imbalanced, and it was a hard lesson to realize that, and I could not expect things from people. So all those addictions, I was trying to remove them from my life. So that's what I did with the emotional fit part. Realizing that I had trauma, and I forgave myself for what happened, what I was not my fault, I was not guilty for, and removing all that shame. So that is your true mirror facing. Part of what fit transformation means is getting real with your emotions and trying to find that balance, and removing all the negativity or something that you carry through the childhood. I'm pretty sure all of us are carrying some kind of trauma. On the mental part, was more interesting, because the mental part was more attached to not only to the emotional part, because we are creating all these narratives, and that's why my marriage didn't work, because I blame my ex-husband, I blame my father from what he possibly did when I was a child. The fact that my mom left me when I was younger, passing on the early age, and all those things, that I was oldest in my family, so I always took care of siblings. So I took this role of being an adult at an early age, and all that responsibility kind of piled on me, and I never felt that I was nurtured. So all those things that I kept doing without even realizing that I keep doing it, because I realized I thought that this is what real life is, because that's the way I grew up. Not even going through school and having all those things did not really got to me then later in life, that hey, this is not healthy. So it was an unhealthy pattern that I needed to disconnect from it and cut the cords, and redefine what I want, what is healthy, what makes me feel good, who I am, and all those things. And it happened after dealing with all the cancer treatment. So that's one thing. Going through the mental part is, I had a lot of fogginess past all the surgeries, all the treatments, because a lot of medication and a lot of surgeries being put down several times will get you there. So I thought that I had some kind of and it's funny, because we all do, but I'm sharing all these things because this is my story, and doesn't mean that you have the same thing, but we all have all those three aspects in some way, and we can relate to it. We all have that mental focus, we all have that anxiety, we all have that stress. So we all have those thoughts, I'm not good enough, I need to do more, this is not good, I need to work more, that perfection model. what else can I do to impress, looking for that validation, for those rewards, because that goes back to some past experience that we had, and they're attached to some kind of emotion, but we also have a mental story to it. That's how we kind of created our personality and how we interact with people and social circles with our partner, and life goes on and the story goes on. So those are the things, and I need to have a hard check with those items. And like I said, my health care was a blessing to me, and I started to look deep into those aspects of my life, because I did try to have a fit transformation before I had my son. When I was in my early 20s, I always struggled with like this 10 pounds. I never had a tone, like I had a tone body, but I really did not. I was not happy with my body. I always saw like a flaw, like my arms, or was my that muffin top. I had skinny legs, but I really didn't. And I always found a part of my body that I really didn't like, and I was trying to hide it. And I'm pretty sure you can relate. Everybody has that. So I always had that, and I always got I got very close. I had like 5 pounds, but I really never got to to that ultimate tone body results, to what I want to accomplish. Like I never did. And I was like, what I'm doing wrong, but I was so fixated on the body fit, like having that body, that I ignore the other two aspects, which is finding that emotional balance, being okay with the change, embracing the change, with my mental state, being stressed with work and everything else, always focusing on everybody else outside of me, but not actually taking care of me. And I was forced to take care of myself through my cancer treatment. And like I said, that is a blessing to me. That is my second chance. So those are the things that I want you all to start thinking. You need to forgive yourself for what you did. You need to release all the emotions. And it's a process. It takes time. It's not a quick fix. It's not a quick transformation. It took me about 4 years, but it's a blessing to see where I am now. And now I'm completely balancing, and I'm kind of playing with each aspect. So I'm always checking in with my emotional state. I'm always checking in with my mental state, and I'm always checking in with my body fit state, my physical fit state. And what I do there, of course, is my routine programming that I adjust every 30 days, what I'm focusing each month. Like I said, this month was a squat challenge. I'm working on it. Just changed my programming a little bit. I did a plank challenge, I did a glute challenge, I work on something else. So there's some, I'm training those weaknesses, but like modifying that program. So I have that, and checking my emotions, waking up in the morning, how I feel about it. If I feel something that triggers me, step back a little bit, not react, and don't let those emotions that I already healed coming back to me because of some past experience, some kind of trauma that it still lingers inside me, because that's kind of who is still, it is part of me, but it's not kind of. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's some things that you daily commit to work on. It's the same thing. You commit to, if you have a business, to work on your business, to get that profit going, to build more clientele, to increase your market, to increase your revenue, everything else. And the same thing, go to work, all those things. So the same thing you want to do with yourself, with your self-care, but building strength, building confidence, and building self-care. And you do that confidence and strength through emotional part to mental part, getting involved in something really, doing any kind of stress release and relief techniques, breath work. I shared that with you before, meditation, journaling, whatever makes you happy, additional activity. But you really want to sit with you and kind of start analyzing those things, because that's where the real change happens. And I know maybe I sound like a breaking record, and maybe you heard a lot of people saying that, but it's so true. And now I feel how my ultimate result is now in what means fit transformation for me is just that second chance to life. And I will never go back. I'll never look back, and I'll just move forward by just applying the same things that I learned, and see how my body changes and your body changes with, you know, with age, with what's happening in your life, with what you put in your body. But also it changes as you give more, you stay more focused on those three aspects, and it transforms. And without you knowing, those little 5 pounds that you have left melted away, and you actually build muscles because you stayed focused and you're disciplined and you're consistent, and you're just not scattered. You're not like wanting just that body fit, but you're missing all the other part because you want to hide behind, and you think that this will make you happy, but it's actually not. And that's the truth. It's the wisdom that I'm here to share with you today, and hopefully you get something from it, and you really sit with you and kind of realize what fit transformations for you. Just kind of go beyond the weight loss. You'll get that. I promise you, you will. But you'll need to commit and make that choice and in that change. You know, it's a process and it takes time, but sometimes it takes 3 months, sometimes it takes 6 months, and you just have this new you, how you keep up with it, how you maintain it. You maintain it by balancing those three aspects, and then your body just completely changes more, and you'll just be amazed. You'll start loving yourself so much. You'll be okay with those wrinkles that you have. You'll be okay with that, even seeing that muffin top that you had before, it's not there. Your arms are much toned because you are focused. You really love yourself. You really take care of your body. Not only take care of your body physically, take care of your body emotionally and mentally. So that's the message that I want to share with you today. Please share your stories. I know, let's engage. I'm pretty sure you have one too, and why not? We'll learn from each other. So this is my coach wisdom to you. Thank you so much, and talk to you soon. Bye.